Good morning, Candy.
Good morning.
Candy Strine, correct?
Correct.
And would you tell as we say, the listening audience, your role here as a co-worker on the Adrian Dominican campus?
I've been here almost 18 years. I just started my 18th year in September as a co-worker in the campus administration housing office. And that's where I've been the whole time.
Oh, my.
I've worked for Sister Lee and Jennifer. So I've been lucky enough to have two good bosses at the time for that department.
Sister Lee
Cooney.
Yes. For several years she was
Yes.
the administrator, campus administrator.
She was the campus administrator in the housing.
Yes.
She became the housing person.
And the current
role, Jennifer she's the executive director of campus.
Mm-hmm.
She has a few more responsibilities, I think, because they changed some things when Sister Lee left.
Mm-hmm.
But we still do housing and campus activities and administration and that.
For our listening office, you are the lovely woman behind our monthly calendars, monthly birthdays, monthly rides,
monthly calendar of events,
yeah.
and your monthly birthday list comes directly from me.
And also the bus or the van rides.
The van rides comes from Nilda. I print it, but we put it with the calendar so everyone can have a copy of it.
Well, how did you happen to come to the Adrian Dominican campus?
I saw an advertisement where they needed an administrative assistant back in 2000.
Oh, my.
And I applied and had an interview, and then they called me and
was that
said,
with Lee?
Yes, that was with Lee, and said, you can come back. I think I ended up having 2 interviews, and then she called me and said, you can start. It was the day after Labor Day. It was September the 6th.
Do you live in Adrian?
I did live in Adrian until I met my wonderful husband 7 years ago, and we got married, and now I live in Reading, Michigan.
Where is that located?
It's over by Hillsdale College.
Oh.
Well, not the college, but Hillsdale, Michigan. It's an hour's drive from my driveway to this driveway.
Oh, my.
Every morning and every night.
Candy, when you first came to campus, had you known anything about the sisters?
Just that you were here, because I also went to Siena Heights College. So I knew you were here, but I didn't know the expanse or how big the back, how much is back here until I came to work here.
What in the beginning, what surprised you the most?
How big the Adrian Dominican Sisters were.
You mean expanding even away from here?
Exactly.
Yes.
The knowledge and the expansion and that.
That we, what shall I say? We had hospitals and colleges and universities.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I knew you were directly behind the Siena Heights University one, but I did not know anything about the other ones that we sponsor and that type of thing. So that was all a new learning experiences. And the houses that, we had bought and sold, we did that several under Sister Lee.
For example, could you name a few of those?
Oh, yes. We had bought and sold Cassopolis. We might have already had Cassopolis, but that was sold. We bought the ones in Miami, and then the one in New Orleans, I think, was dedicated to us, but given to us, and we had to go in and do major repairs and different things for that one. So that one has come on board. And we sold the Edwards house in California. So now we just have 2 vacation places for the sisters. One is in the Venice condo in Florida, and then the other one is Killarney.
Which is a stone's throw from here.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you're just, it's probably only 30 to 40 minutes.
And there's been some recent renovation there,
Yes.
has there not?
Jennifer has been behind getting some of those renovations done, and they've kept them on, in a budget.
Are you responsible for scheduling sisters who wish to go to Killarney?
No, I do that in conjunction with Jackie. She does the most part of it. If Jackie Phillips is not there, then they will call me. But she does most of that. But when Jackie came on, then she kind of took that over more. Because then I was doing other things like calendars and helping with budgets and that type of thing. But Jackie really does most of the scheduling for the vacation houses.
And do you schedule the switchboard?
Oh, yes, this wonderful switchboard. Yes, I do.
Because you have all volunteers, correct?
I have all volunteers, and you know how our lives change. So some days we have a full shift there, and other days Candy will go cover.
Yes.
You know, I'm scheduled out there. I have myself scheduled there certain times, and for that. But then I'm off like a couple days, here and there, and so they all pick up and help when we call and say we need help. Most generally, you will get someone to cover for someone else. But
you probably miss Sharon.
Yes and no,
Yeah.
because I do a lot of that. I keep track of our budgets of meals. The meal, the things that go out to the coworkers, their bills and that.
Oh.
I do all of that. So anything that Sharon did come right to me.
But what I meant by that, she was there every day.
Yes,
So you didn't.
you miss.
Yeah.
Yes, you do, because then you don't have to schedule someone else. And now I have, in place of that, I think there's 15 volunteers at this time. And I just had a volunteer come back that has been out for a few months because of her health needs and that. So she's coming back, so I found a spot on the schedule for her.
That's great.
And that was Sister Arnold, believe it or not.
Oh, my.
Yes.
Oh. We're going to have to get after Sister Arnold.
Gosh, we've got her for an hour a week, so.
Oh, my.
That's,
God bless her.
Yes, that's what I said.
I mean, even to walk over there after
well,
her
she comes over in her wheelchair, and I don't think they'll let her come without being in her Amigo.
Yes.
So, and I keep an eye on her. When she's there, I'm usually not very far away.
Would you mind telling the listening audience what has changed now in Madden first floor?
Well, we have a few more offices on the first floor than we used to. We have all of Human Resources is on our first floor. And we also have the Parlors used to be just the parlors that were off from when you come in the entrance. Now they're the main lobby. They're being used as a couple of offices. So that's
one is
changed.
for Sister Attracta.
Yes,
with
it
her
is, Sister
immigration work.
Attracta. And the other one will be an overflow from that. So we have stopped using those as parlors, but now we use the two parlors in the Adrian room for people for spiritual direction.
In the Adrian room.
Yes. When you
yes.
There's one on the left and there's one on the right.
Oh, yes. It used to be a post office at
that was way before me.
Yes. And it used to be a music studio also.
Oh, yes. I'll
Yes.
hear every once in a while someone will come in and say, well, I used to play the piano up there and that.
And at the other end of the Adrian room is
The Montessori offices.
the Montessori's, where you go up those little
Those steps, and
those
there's
little
Sister
steps.
Leonora and Vicky Scampo is her assistant there.
What are some of the challenges of your work here?
The challenges are making sure the reports are done accurately, making sure the front desk is covered schedule-wise, because a lot of times you can come in and your day will change from what you had planned to what you're going to do, that type of thing.
Have you? Can you see yourself any changes that if you were in charge and could change anything on campus, what might it be? Excuse me.
You know, at the moment, I can't think of any major change that I would make that probably hasn't been made over a time in a little space, you know, and it's the changes are kind of subtle. You don't realize they're going on until later, maybe down the road when you're thinking about things. At the moment, I can't think of anything I really would change.
Did you have budget experience before you came?
Somewhat, but not a lot. Not a lot. I've helped more with the budget since I've been here.
And that's a challenge, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Because if you have to have something fixed, you have to have it fixed. So I have to take it. If someone says that to me, then I have to take it to Jennifer, and then Jennifer takes it, you know, upstairs to the finance office.
Aren't you amazed, though, at how the congregation has exercised their stewardship of the buildings?
I'm amazed at the wellness, how well they're kept. Yes.
Yeah.
Your buildings are great. And it's like I was telling somebody, a visitor the other day, this building where you're standing now is over 100 and some years old. And so that is amazing in that you're standing on marble and brick that is, you know, just beyond belief.
And filled with history.
Yes, the history is just phenomenal.
And you're adding to that. Thank you very much.
Well, it's my pleasure.
Yes.
I enjoy coming to work every day.
And your husband agrees that
Yes,
this
he does.
is the right thing for you?
Oh, yes, yes. You know, he sees me get stressed out sometimes, and
Any children in the future?
no.
None in the picture right
No,
now?
all of our children are grown.
Oh, okay.
No, all of our children are grown. We have a little puppy dog and a little kitty cat, and that's it. The puppy dog we picked out, somebody dropped off the kitty cat to us, but we decided to keep her. She's little and cuddly, so.
Oh, beautiful.
And we have a white dog. Her name is Princess. She's border collie and bulldog, and she's a little princess.
Do you see the people from on the first floor there in the resource center every day?
Oh yeah, I talk to them probably. If I don't see them, I don't know why, but you see them because my office is open and people go in by my office, and I just talked with Karen this morning on something, and Kathy dropped something off for somebody to pick up.
Well, before we say goodbye here, for the sisters who will be listening to your wonderful story, your office is across from the priest dining room.
Yes, and I just got a call the other day someone asking to use it. And every once in a while, we as a group will have lunches in there or breakfast. We like to sometimes have breakfast in there as a group for a special occasion.
Yes. We used to celebrate some birthdays there too, but I think we don't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's a nice room, and I try to keep a nice tablecloth on that table, and I remind people it can be stretched out if you have more. And I just had a big group in there just a couple weeks ago, about 15, I believe. We put chairs around and made them.
They had a meal, you mean?
Yes, they did.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you very much. And have you come to love the Adrian Dominicans?
Oh, yes. Yes, I love working here, and I hope to plan to stay here until I retire in a few more years.
Well, thank you for all you continue to give and do for our congregation.
Well,